and welcome back. So over on Instagram I asked, did you guys want to see my new studio? I did post a picture. I've got some footage I think and at least some photos, so I'll stick them up on the screen. But I asked if anybody wanted to see my new studio because I realised I didn't think that any of you guys have seen the new studio since we moved into the house. And we've been here for over a year. Now, I haven't decorated. The room is still grey. I don't like grey. And it's not great for taking photos or videos, but I am going to change it. But I thought I'd give you a quick little walk around, show you what we've got going from where we went with a half the living room studio into having my own room in our new house. So, let's have a little studio tour, shall we? So what you guys don't see in the videos is this hidden bit down here where, I mean, it's kind of my hidden storage. It's mostly boxes of fabric and some hats. And then I've got an ironing board and an easel here. I hang a couple of bits up there, but it's all usually hidden behind here. Now, I said to you before, the walls are all grey, the doors are grey, the door frames are grey, around the windows are grey. I didn't paint it. That's what the house was like. And I will eventually get to painting it, and I will also put a carpet in. But when we moved, I just wanted in so I could get to work. So I've got this lovely comfy rug at the moment. So eventually, this will all be done and it'll look lovely and we can do another studio tour. I actually got my dad to help me make this so that I could hang hats on it for festivals and things. I did one festival and decided it wasn't actually, it was a lot of work and I actually make more sales just working from home. So I didn't use it for that, but it is a nice backdrop when I have to do videos and things. And I like to hang up the hats that I've got on the go there. Over here, all my hat storage. It's not all my hat storage. There's a lot more down there. Let me move the camera. Yeah, so we've got more hat storage down here and here. I got a couple of things that I'm working on behind the scenes. My printer, which I used to do art prints on before I started doing hats. I did art prints and notepads and bookmarks and things, but fell upon hats and absolutely loved it, so that's what we do now. My Cricut machine also lives here, and more hats. I have a lot of hat storage, and although I have a lot of hat storage, I need more hat storage, which sounds bad, but it's just how it is. So here I keep all my paper, and these drawers are just filled with fabric for hats. This is my packing station. So down below you'll see I've got, this is usually filled with shredded paper and bits of paper and stuff for packing. I've got all my tape and a shredder, and then this is my rolls of fabric that I use. This is a box of goodies that I give away with hats whenever there is an order made. I like to give them extra bits like bookmarks and things. And then obviously we've got boxes. And up here is where I package everybody's hats. I got all my tape, my business cards, and bits and pieces and tools and things that I use. I do also use this for whenever I'm working with the Cricut mats. So it's good to have them lined up and all ready to go. Very, very handy, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's up high. Both of my desks here are up high so I can stand and work, because there's nothing worse than sitting down all of the time, but then there is also nothing worse than standing up all of the time. So this is where all the good stuff happens. This is where I film all my videos, YouTube videos, shorts videos, reels, things like that. And I burn my hats on here. I've got this stand, which is brilliant because obviously you get straight down instead of just using the little selfie stick that I've got. Also started making hats, which is another behind the scenes thing. But this is great. I love being able to stand here and work rather than sitting hunched over. But yeah, definitely recommend having these desks. I think they're IKEA desks, and you just, this one you raise some wooden bits up, but the other one you just twist the poles and they go straight up to whatever height you want them at, and it's fantastic. Highly recommend them. Some sketchbooks and books and things. I've got a trolley here that I put some stuff on, and then underneath I've just got a bin and some extra storage there. Nothing exciting, but it works. This is where I keep lots and lots of things like my burning tool and my little craft iron and a glue gun and a steamer and an iron, and then I've got some other bits and pieces in these, and then beads and all sorts go in all these ones up the top. Very handy to have right next to my desk where I work. I tried to make sure that everything kind of flowed. You know, I've got everything I need right next to me and it works really well. So, and here I usually do my editing from this table. So any video you've seen, I'll have sat at this desk and done it, but it's a mix up between if I'm sewing or if I'm editing videos. So the sewing machine usually just goes down on the floor here. Obviously this is all paperwork and important things, but yeah, so it's not a huge room, but it does what I need it to do. Ta-da! Yeah, so I don't know if this is kind of interesting to you guys. I love watching people's videos where they show off their studios and things. And if I could show you it a bit better, like maybe I could do it in like a wide angle. Hold on a second, let's try that. Like this. This maybe gives you a bit of a better view. I'll do it from the other side as well so you can see. Ta-da! So yeah, it's not a massive bedroom. It's not a massive room. If it was a bedroom though, it would be a double bedroom. It's not a bad size and it's great. I can't stress enough how many times I fell over things in my living room because I'd have to panel them all up at the sides or hide them under tables and things. And although I do have things under tables here, everything is around the edges and it flows really well. And it just works really well for me, which I guess is probably good. Yeah, so this is my studio. I thought I would also let you guys know that the reason this desk isn't up against a wall is because I'm trying to get as much natural light from this only window in here, as well as my light for filming, because it used to be over here and it was an absolute nightmare trying to get nice footage. It would just come out that weird orangey dark color, but being here made a massive difference for filming. Always natural light when you're trying to film and take photos is the best thing you can do. But yeah, so that is why it's away from the window, away from the wall, but also I need more storage for these things down here. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like this little kind of mini studio tour. I would like to decorate the place, hopefully sometime soon. I might wait until the weather gets a bit rubbish outside and then it's a project for indoors on a rainy day. So that's it guys, that is us for this week. Thank you so much for coming along and hanging out with me, and I hope everybody liked the studio tour. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, because of course it does help the channel grow. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do, and always give the video a thumbs up, man. It really helps. Okay, as always, thank you guys, and I will see you next time.